up, YouTube? It's another cheap yo-yo quick review. This is the Duncan ProZ. So, Duncan ProZ, I bought this last year. No, maybe it was 2015. So I bought this in 2015 to kind of mess with. I took it on vacation. I promptly shut it in a drawer and forgot about it. And then I found it again later, and it sort of helped reignite my love of yo-yos. So I bought this at Toys R Us back in, like I said, either late 2015 or early 2016, something like that. And kind of carried it around and threw it for a while. It's kind of a play on the ProYo, the ProZ. So I like the ProYo. This has an unresponsive. This has a responsive small ball bearing in it, but is a very similar shape to the ProYo. I believe this came out in 2012 alongside of the Butterfly XT. This actually comes with the spacers and the extra axle that fit in both this and the Butterfly XT. Now, what these spacers do is it makes this a not quite unresponsive because it's got a small bearing, but makes it like a wide H shape, and the wide H shape, is better for like string tricks and stuff, but it's still kind of responsive. But this is sort of its looping form. I've got polyester string on here, so it's not going to loop all that well. But if I stick a thick cotton string on here, it'll definitely loop well. I always liked this because it always spun well and was just like easy to use. You can catch it on the string, but it's because it's a modified imperial shape. But it's pretty tough because it's a pretty slim, as you can see, a slim yo-yo. You kind of loop with it a little bit, but it's a little bit too unresponsive to loop with. Very similar in my remembrance to the way the Raider feels as far as responsiveness is concerned. Still pretty cool. Vibes a little bit just on the string there, but it's relatively smooth. For a $10 yo-yo. Well, it's a $5 yo-yo that comes with $5 spacers, really, because if you buy the spacers on their own, they're $5. Not a bad little kind of starter yo-yo or looping yo-yo. If you get it along with the XT, you also get spacers. So I've said in the XT video, you can get. I would prefer if the Butterfly XT came with the spacers and was $10. It seems like that would be a better idea for string tricks rather than this. This could stay looping. But let's pop this baby apart. I'll show you what the guts look like. So this has a small bearing in it. And spacers. So, see, spacers here and a small bearing. And so, you could like mess with these or like take a spacer out or something, and it would be a much better looping yo-yo. I kind of like it the way it is, but it's kind of set up so that you can sort of, if you were to have both the ProZ and the Butterfly XT, you could be. You could kind of learn all the basics of all the everything on two separate yo-yos, and that kind of be it, and you'd only be $15 in. And honestly, they're pretty decent if you know what you're doing. These are solidly decent yo-yos. They come with decent bearings, and they're cheap, which is part of the beauty of them. So yeah, definitely cool yo-yos. I've enjoyed these a lot, especially as a very, very new beginner. I think they're great for that. I think they're great for that first basic bunch of stuff because they're pretty readily available. You can get them at they were easier to get at Toys R Us last summer, and previous years before that. I haven't seen many yo-yos at Toys R Us in the last 6 months since the Duncan Pro the Freehand Pro came out. But gotta say, I dig the ProZ. Dig it a lot. One of my favorite beginner type yo-yos. Really kind of throws me back to throwing fireballs and Raiders back in the 90s. Although I know you can still get those, but performance is nice. It's really solid, and $10 and you get spacers and all. Cool stuff. So anyway, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Tell me what you think about it in the comments. What do you think about the ProZ and the Butterfly XT? Both sort of Duncan's intermediate step-up yo-yos that are pretty readily available, or at least were for a while. And, but let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers to you. And we'll see you next time.